All right, welcome back in, everyone. The MMA Awards celebrate the greatest fighters in the industry, along with those who made a significant contribution to the sport. And joining us with more is CEO of Fighters Only magazine, Rob Hewitt, who is originally from England.
And still am.
So do you live there?
I still live in England.
You still live
yes,
there? Okay,
yes.
so are you here? You're here for the award show,
I'm
I
here
imagine.
for the award show, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So we were just talking about the big game that's happening today, and he said, of course, he's going to be rooting for England.
Well, of course.
Of course. Well, that's soccer, but we're talking MMA here. So very surprising. I mean, I feel like MMA fighting has really become, it's a big sport. It's something that, it's a couple decades old now.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it's huge now, and it's grown all over the world as well.
Really is.
It's just so dynamic, and it adds a different dimension to normal combat sports, and it's really polarizing. There's a huge lifestyle around it, which younger people specifically find very, very appealing.
What do you think it is about it for the younger people?
Like I say, it's the lifestyle, you know, the fighters are so athletic, you know, all the different moves and techniques which are involved in the sport. And probably the violence as well.
Yeah, it is very violent. I know. I was saying my husband's from Yuma, Arizona, so there's a couple of good fighters that have come out of Yuma, Arizona. So every time there's a fight on involving one of them, we watch.
Sure.
So let's talk about the award show being held here in Las Vegas. What can we expect?
A lot of fun, really. If you imagine the Oscars style ceremony for mixed martial arts, so fantastic red carpet, great live entertainment at the event. All the top names in the sport, celebrities in attendance, and a lot of comedy and fun, and of course celebration for the accomplishments and achievements for all the successful people in the sport this year.
Yeah, I feel like MMA fighting is kind of, so it's mixed martial arts is what it stands for, right?
Correct.
MMA. However, you see a lot of like wrestling, you do see a lot of mixed martial arts. What makes it, I feel like for a while it sort of took the place of boxing almost, but didn't take its place, but it sort of came up and it was really popular. But you're saying boxing is now making a resurgence, but they're two different sports.
They're two completely different sports.
Two completely different,
They have their own different marketplaces, their own different fan base. But I think what's really polarizing about mixed martial arts is, like I say, it's the dynamic diversity of all the fighting styles, which make exciting fights. You know, good fights make excitement. So. And it is combat sports, it's physical competition, and you've got some really peak athletes which are at the top of the game.
I know, and when you watch it, it does have a lot of violence in it. I mean, a lot of blood too sometimes.
Well, like I say, it's physical competition, so does many other sports. But it's all done in the greatest of spirits. The fighters have huge camaraderie, despite obviously some of the grudge matches you might see leading up to fights. And everybody has a tremendous amount of respect. And I think that's one of the biggest things for combat sports fighters. These guys have tremendous respect and great ethics.
Who do you think is going to come out big from the award show?
Well, I know who's going to come out big for the award show, but obviously I can't disclose it.
You can't tell us.
Well, it would spoil the event.
So you know?
Well, yes.
Oh.
It's my company.
Oh, it's your company that's putting it on. Duh. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know a whole lot about MMA fighting, but it is something that I have seen a lot of times. I've watched it many times. So you have to watch tonight to see who does come out big. The Pearl at Palms Casino Resort is where it's going to be held. That'll be July 3rd, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. And no spoilers here.
Streamed live on ESPN Plus tomorrow evening, and then obviously you can watch it on Friday the 12th at 9 p.m. on CBS.
Okay, so you can watch it if you miss it. On Wednesday you can watch it again.
And Dolph Lundgren's the host, which is pretty cool as well.
What was that?
Dolph Lundgren is the host of the show.
Oh, right, the host of the show, and so he's expected to bring some laughs and stuff as well.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for coming on.
No,
we
thank you
really
for having us.
appreciate it.